Right, so these are the Czerka offices. Janos' office. And we have some crates here that we're going to loot, because why not? I like the way those kind of fold out. That's neat. Sonic grenade, med pack, and frag grenades. Ah! You see? You see? It's the one time I didn't hit get all. Make sure we got that all this time. That's why you always check it twice. Sometimes the game fucks up and it doesn't do what you want. 27 credits for computer spikes and an adrenal strength. I'm sure Czerka doesn't mind us doubling up. I find that odd that that did that, but yeah. So lots of sonic grenades, all that stuff. It's all old items. A footlocker. Loot. Advanced repair kit. Let's get the items. Mission. Just bounce. I swore she just bounced. Czerka scientist. Czerka liaison officer.
Welcome to Adia. I trust you will find our facilities pass inspection. Czerka Corporation is very efficient.
You have nothing to be proud of, fool.
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wookiee speak. Shiri Wook, I think it's called. What did the Wookiee say?
He said you have nothing to be proud of working for Czerka.
I just work here in the lab. I don't have anything to do with the taking of slaves.
Yeah. Seems like he feels sorry about it, but like, I don't know. Why don't you do anything to stop it?
I'm just an employee. You'll have to take your concerns to Janos. He's the voice for Czerka Corporation on this outpost.
How convenient. All the benefits with no guilt.
I don't have to justify myself to you. I do good work here. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
What is your job here?
I'm conducting experiments on various samples of indigenous plant life. There may be untapped pharmaceutical resources here. Of course, that will take some time, and the Wookiees are a more immediate source of income. Please, I must return to my work.
I want to ask you questions about this planet.
I'm sorry, but Director Janos will see to your questions. I must continue my work.
Whatever, goodbye for now.
Farewell.
Not gonna bother with this guy. All
All
those people in Terrace dead. Yeah. There's Czerka scientist, huh?
Local fauna is amazing. If I could isolate why the trees grow so big, it would be worth more than 1,000 Wookiee slaves.
Great. There's the human cost. Shame. Well, we'll loot their supplies and we'll have a talk with Janos. Advanced med packs and computer spikes. Always welcome. We get those. Janos is standing in front of his desk and not behind it. Don't ask me why. I wonder if that was a mistake. It's probably a mistake, right? I'm gonna quick save. Greetings again. How can Czerka Corporation serve you during your visit to Dean? Tell me about the planet. You called it G563 before. G5623 is the numerical designation. The galactic basic name is indeed chosen by corporate ballot among stockholders. It would seem you are already acquainted with this world, given your choice of traveling companion. I've been away for a very long time. You let the beast speak for you. You allow it more liberties than most of our customers. Allow it more liberties? Whatever do you mean? He means that they're slavers. They take my people from their homes and they sell them to the highest bidder. Your current Wookiee seems displeased with the situation, but I fail to see a concern. You seem to be a satisfied customer. Zalbar is no slave. He has pledged a life debt to me. Ah, a very difficult thing to stage. I commend you for it. So much easier than relying on restraining collars. Do not demean the life debt. Do not. I must warn you that you will be blamed for the actions of your Wookiee. Please, call him off. Why? I should let him kill the lot of you. I'm merely a servant of the corporation. Wookiee leadership is in agreement. Harvesting is made as delicate as possible. Please, it is not my decision. It is an acceptable practice, I assure you. Want to tell me about these agreements. I can tell you about the agreement. We supply arms in exchange for a supply of healthy Wookiees. We are kept profitable, and an agreeable leader is kept in power. Keeps the process from becoming a constant firefight. What's the leader's name? I believe his name is Chundar. I don't deal directly with them, thank goodness. Far too brutish. That was not a name I wanted to hear. Sounds as though your thrall has an opinion about our arrangement with this leader, but it doesn't matter. Chundar is unquestioned. What about it, Zalbar? What's the matter? This is not something I will talk about. Not yet. Please, is there anything else? I have work to do. I have other questions to ask. I will answer if I can. Tell me about the planet. Talk about the slaving operations here on Adine. I have a very limited number of things I can say. What do you wish to discuss? Can't allow this to continue. Well, he doesn't really have a choice at the moment. This corporation is pretty dug in here. And starting a firefight now would not benefit us. There's bigger things at stake, unfortunately, than one planet. Why do the Wookiees tolerate you doing this? Not me personally, I merely represent Czerka Corporation at this outpost. There are other directors at other stations, of course. Arrangements have been made with the Wookiee leadership. Harvesting is handled as delicately as possible, relatively speaking. I have other questions. I've already went down this road. Let's try that other option. Slaving operations. I think you would need more firepower to keep order. You do things as humanely as possible. There are other outposts, but this operation is very lean overall. Arrangements have been made, yes, right, indeed. Other questions? I'd like to ask about Czerka Corporation. Czerka Corporation has many branches and many systems, mostly concerned with weapon production for personal and ship-mounted use. Of course, the many outposts on this world are only concerned with bio-acquisitions. Okay. Would he be willing to ask this guy a question about a star map? Probably doesn't know anything about it. He could probably risk it, but I don't know. I didn't trust the fucking Czerka guard at the front of the. This is the same guy, in fact. Yeah, I'm not saying anything that's crazy. I need supplies. What's available here? For material goods, I would suggest you speak with the general vendor near the docking area. He keeps his store well stocked. They charge fair value for mundane goods and armor. If it's weapons you want, you will have to deal with Czerka's representative. That would be me. If you're here to purchase local species, however, you must wait for a licensed Czerka Corporation trader to return from the deliveries outside the system. What weapons do you have available? Czerka maintains a well-stocked armory that is open to all our valued customers. You may browse it at your leisure. Right. We have a Bothan stun stick as our first item, which is on hit 25% chance to stun for 6 seconds, an attack modifier +1, a useful tool for espionage. This weapon is more effective than the standard stun baton, but is still available on most worlds. High density discharge cells make this item unwieldy and unusable in the offhand, because apparently that would be overpowered, I think. That's basically the only reason. A Wookiee Warblade. Damage physical, 1 to 10. I believe I added these into this shop because it kind of made sense that they would have these available from trading with the Wookiees and whatever. Though initially they might seem very cumbersome, Wookiee Warblades are actually a very efficient design. Kept in continual motion, they can cut a swath through almost anything. So something akin to like a Tulwar or something in the real world. There's other sort of weapons, or a flail even. Yeah, makes some sense, I guess. Heavy blaster, we have a sonic pistol, a disruptor pistol, ion blasters, blaster pistols, Bothan discord gun. That's new, I think. Damage 2 to 7 sonic, range is 28 meters, critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. On hit, attribute damage, dexterity, DC 14. Interesting. Attack modifier +1. This was conceived as a last resort weapon should espionage fail and a quick retreat be called for. It is effective, but the Bothans would prefer it not be needed. Yeah. Makes some sense. A blaster cannon. Ooh. Weapons, feats required. Weapon proficiency. Heavy weapons. Damage, energy, 3 to 10. Critical threat, 20 to 20 times 2. Range is 28 meters. In comparison to a blaster rifle, that's actually better. I'm tempted to buy one of those for HK, though I'm not sure if he uses heavy weapons. We have a regular bowcaster here. Damage energy 1 to 10. Damage bonus +2 to physical. Range is 28 meters. Critical threat 19 to 20 times 2. The bowcaster is an invention of the Wookiees of Kashyyyk, also called a laser crossbow. It actually uses a magnetic accelerator to hurl an explosive energy quarrel at its target. It's better as well than the this is rifles. This would technically be better than the rifle that we have. I'd prefer to get the minimum damage, though, to be perfectly honest. Extra 2 physical isn't bad. It's better crit, too. It's actually pretty good. Plasma grenades, adhesive grenades, cryoband grenades, ion grenades, poison grenades, sonic grenades, frags, and concussion grenades. average flash mine, average frag mine, average gas mine, average plasma mine, and a vibration cell, which, since it's a weapon upgrade, we're going to buy it because it's cheap. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just quickly look at HK's skills again. Party selection, let's remove mission and add HK. Okay. We need this, right? Feats. He can use heavy weapons, but he's not that good at using heavy weapons. Still, it's only one attack, an extra one attack bonus. Yeah, I guess. You know what? I guess we're gonna buy the we already have a Wookiee with a bowcaster, so we'll buy the blaster cannon for HK. Sure. Need supplies. Show me the weapons you have. This may be a waste of money, but why not? Let's buy one. It's only like 600 credits. It's not the end of the world here. Not you. You. And we can recoup some of our loss by, that looks good on him. Kinda like, looks like a stormtrooper rifle. I like that. That's gonna come in handy, I'm sure.
Yes?
Next level up, I'll increase his blaster rifle stuff. Or his heavy weapons, rather. Yep. Okay, let's get rid of one of those blaster rifles. Recoup a little bit of our money. Nothing else that we need to sell. I'm gonna keep all the energy shields. That's fine. I think there's nothing else I really want here. We've got average mines of all types. Got these I guess I didn't need an extra vibration cell. Whatever, whatever. Right, let's get mission back in the party. Move HK, add mission. Actually, it's at this point that Karth actually has to be back into the party, so mission is just going to have to wait for the time being. That was everything in here? Yes, yes. Let's quick save. Still recording, good. Continue on down the pathway. Oh. And here's what we've been waiting for.
Karth! Karth Onesi, is that you?
Jordo?
It is you, isn't it? I knew it when I laid eyes on you. You old space dog. How've you been? I thought for sure you'd be fighting on some ship out there.
I was. I crashed.
That's pretty rich. I can't imagine what it would take to keep you on the ground. Must have something to do with your friend here, eh? How's it going?
Nice to meet you, Jordo.
So what are you doing here, Jordo? Last time I saw you was on, well, Telos, actually.
Yeah, it's a shame about home. Telos still hasn't recovered. The family and I moved on, and I'm working for Czerka now. I didn't see you after... what I mean is, my condolences on your wife. I heard what happened. At least your boy made it through all right.
My boy? You mean Dustil?
Yes, of course. I saw him at my last stop on Korriban. Though he didn't recognize me. You didn't know he was there?
No. Jordo, Dustil's been missing since the attack on Telos. Are you absolutely certain it was him?
Yeah, I'd recognize Dustil anywhere. Positive. He's joined the Sith, Garth.
What do you mean he's joined the Sith?
There's an academy for the Sith on Korriban. He's a student there. I saw him suited up in their outfit and everything. Sorry, I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. Well, thanks for telling me, Jordo.
Sure, no problem. Good to see you again, Karth. Hope everything works out with Dustil.
Dustil is alive. We have to go to the Korriban Academy and find him.
Amicus understands. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. I just have to see him. I have to know what happened to him. All this time I thought he was... I mean, he must be a man by now.
Got a lot to think about, Karth. Journal entry has been added. It's finding Dustil. As Karth has completed, this is the new one. You ran into You ran into an old friend of Karth's who's stunned that Karth... let's restart that. Korriban. You ran into an old friend of Karth's who's stunned Karth with news that he had seen Karth's son, Dustil. The only hitch seems to be that Dustil has joined the Sith. He's a student at the Sith Academy on Korriban. Karth has urged you to go there at the earliest opportunity. Well, Korriban might be the next planet. I haven't actually decided yet. It's going to be Korriban or it's going to be Manon. But for now, we are on Kashyyyk, and I'm sure Karth will understand that we don't immediately run over to Korriban right now when we're in the middle of something. We've got more pressing concerns. You.
Move along, Spacer.
Excuse me? You're just milling around. Look at how much clear room there is. You can walk by me. Right, so that's getting quick saved. We no longer need Karth in the party. It's a bit anachronistic, but you know, I kind of picture it as I picture it to be, you know, like all the party is with us most of the time. Because why would you ever go with only 3 people out of the total of... Why would your character only go with 3 people out of the total of, you know, 9 others, including yourself? I don't understand. You would have at least a few more of them than this, but, you know, for game balancing reasons, it is what it is. So, more views. Very nice. Skybox is a little dubious, but, you know, it's an old game, what can you do?
Hey, Big Z.
Oh.
We gotta do something about your breath. I didn't want to say anything, but it's bad. Worse than usual, which is hard to believe. In fact, now that I think about it, your breath has been pretty rancid ever since we rescued you from those Gamorrean slavers. What'd they feed you, buddy?
Jeez, that's been a while. They didn't. I wasn't their guest mission. I was a prisoner. I don't think they cared much what happened to me.
Oh, Zalbar, that's terrible. I know how grouchy you get if you don't get your 8 square meals a day. I'm amazed you didn't pass out from hunger.
I did manage to take a chunk out of the arm of a guard that wandered too close to my cage. It tasted awful, so I spit it out.
Ew! No wonder your breath is so bad, Big Z. Gamorreans smell like bantha poodoo. We'll have to pick you up a toothbrush to clean that stench out of your choppers.
Wookiees do not brush their teeth, mission. It just isn't done. What humiliation will you use on me next? A comb?
Okay, relax. No toothbrush. Sheesh. Just try and eat something else to cover up that smell, okay?
I think he's
Stay
eaten
away
since
from anything
then.
that's smart enough to lock you in a cage this time.
I'll take care of it as soon as I can, mission. For now, let's stay focused on the task at hand. Right. Task at hand.
Hold here, Spacer. Czerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Czerka guard will get killed.
Right. So, what do you know about the Wookiees?
You're the Wookiee lover. Why don't you tell me about them? I'm sure you're real close friends.
Just what are you implying?
Keep your pet on a leash, or you'll be wearing him. I've no love for these animals. I've seen guards ripped to shreds.
Maybe I should just let him rip your arms off.
I don't take kindly to threats. Don't test me, Spacer. We've more than enough firepower to bury you here.
Oh, really? I'm just trying to get my bearings. I don't mean any harm.
Ah, you ain't so bad. Was there anything else you needed?
That was a little unrealistic, but, you know, whatever. Wookiees.
You're the... Keep your...
Yeah. So the Wookiees are fighting back.
Not anymore. Look, you want to know why the Wookiees are acting compliant? You go ask them. When they rip your head off, we'll fish it out of the Shadowlands and give it a proper burial. How about that?
Alright. What can you tell me about Czerka Corporation?
I don't talk to Wookiee lovers. Get rid of your rug, and maybe I won't have you shot.
Yeah. Get in my way and you'll wind up dead.
I don't take kindly to threats. Don't test me, Spacer. We've more than enough firepower to bury you here.
Yes, yes, you're big and tough. I'll leave.
That's right, you will. Now get moving.
What about you?
I just carry a blaster. The captain does the talking.
Yeah, he does a lot of talking. He ought to shut his mouth before someone shuts it for him.